All right, guys, so I'm at a place. It's in Morrisville, which is like northeast Philly, and it's Barbie's Pick Apart. So this is run by a woman who owns the lot. She's been doing this her like whole life, and she's had this lot. As you could tell, her favorite color is pink, and she is going to walk us around and show us some of her favorite vehicles here. And it's pretty special because she doesn't normally let anybody in with a camera, but and if you're local and you need parts and everything, her contact information will be below. They'll put their website there, so you'll be able to find where this place is. It is a true pick apart, so you can come in, you pick your parts. And she's also going to be doing something with kids. They're not going to be able to pull cars, but she's putting something together. So she's this is her, and so we're just gonna check this out. And this is like different from the ones we saw just in North Carolina, because they're a whole different vibe up here. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. You'll notice it's a little faster. So you got
Sorry,
a nice.
I had way too much coffee and I had a flat tire I had to fix.
So we got a nice square body step side, and the big Wonder Bread truck. And so what the majority of the cars here are? They probably pre or like post 70s?
I go anywhere from my oldest, which I want you to come take a look at these trucks that just came in.
Okay.
I already told you my backstory.
Yeah.
I learn every single second, and I never claim to think I know, because I don't know.
Yep.
Because I like to learn and get back what you know.
Well, you'll.
Anyway, my oldest is a 1951 Mayflower.
Wow.
But these trucks back here, I think are so badass right in here.
Okay. So guys, you're gonna hear some of the time when I'm gonna have to stop talking because of the music, because I'm not paying copyright fees. So if you hear music pop up during this, it's because we're near somebody with a radio. Look at that. Man, that is, except for a little bit of the roof, that's a really straight car with original paint and everything. So that is sweet. Still got the block in it.
A lot of the car club guys I'm very close with, and they will throw me stuff.
And these old Fords.
These just came in. I'm so excited because I don't know anything about them, but I just think shit looks cool. So.
Oh yeah.
But I love my Wranglers. Look at this.
Oh, I love this. And I always like looking at the doors on these things, because I always want to call the phone number to see if the people are still, like this guy, half the phone number on the rest. An old F6 Ford. Wow. Look at that. This cab, you could pull this cab off here and make an awesome rat rod with this thing. So this is gorgeous. Or if you like have, you know, like somebody who's a roofer or something, you make this into like your show truck.
You know what's really cool? Well, it's hard. Is there's so many things. The one I fell in love with, I'm a Chevy girl too, is the there's a 54 3600 out there. First car I ever pulled parts off of. And I will not crush a lot of these vehicles that have been here forever. But you can't find them, so I'll let them just sink into the ground. I wish I had enough time to do this stuff, but it's a lot of money, and I just gotta hustle.
So.
Well, I'm like a little operation, like I said, started it myself, so this is how I look at stuff. I don't really care. I love this. Yeah. I might not know anything about it, but I love it. People are like, how do you pick some of these cars? And wow, because of the year of this. I said no, if I like the way it looks.
Yeah, you got to. It's kind of a business, but it's also an art, I think. And everybody who owns one of these yards is eccentric. I mean, in some form.
Did I tell you I won Demolition Derby? That was a county fair up in Maine. My friend Paul owns Paul's Pick Apart up in Maine. Most awesome guy ever. And the girls that worked for him at the time loved my logo, loved my page, the whole 9 yards. So, and then we became friends.
Cool.
So a lot of times too, I'll go to places like I've been to Maine. I did a whole East Coast run all the way down to Florida, stopping at yards, having them I can learn.
Right.
Because I just want to learn. This. First time ever. I love first timers. They're so cool.
Wow.
A lot of times I just want to sit in them. Just
right.
Somebody stole theirs. I told them to fucking wait. And they stole them. I got cameras. I'm going to see. And that's the other thing.
Right.
Is that people come in, they steal at night, they steal during the day. It's constant.
Well, I can't believe the amount of yards that are like within like 5 miles of here. You must love the opals, because I noticed a bunch of them.
Not really.
Or
it's something that's cool, like I said, but I love Chevys and Wrangler all the way. That's it. Trucks, I like the Chevy. I have a little S10. So I collect. I like box trucks. I collect. I look for like ice cream trucks. I think they're so cool. RVs.
Everybody's making them into food trucks.
Yeah, nah. Not my scene. But I've got, newer stuff from 17 and up.
Right.
Mini Coopers. And you have all the little clubs. You know that.
Right.
You have the Mini Cooper Club. You go on Facebook. There's a girl. Oh, she's like my daughter. Jess, she is the Saturn girl. Get off the hood! Get off the car! Thank you! I collect,
Hey, you got motorcycles too.
Look at this. Fucking Sears.
Wow, it doesn't even exist anymore.
Hearse, I got the Hearse Club guys. Friends.
Wow, that's a Buick hearse. Or Buick? Yeah, or Olds. But that's rare because they normally Cadillacs or Lincoln, so.
Cool, right?
Yeah. And then all the Jeep bodies.
Oh, this is mine. I got motorcycles over there.
Yeah, I just said I was looking at the motorcycles.
Love motorcycles. But this right here, these are my babies. And everyone told me you'll never have a Jeep yard. Most of the stuff I've had back there for years and years.
Right.
And I'm no Paris Hilton, so when you gotta need your money, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. Well, I mean, when everything got shut down last year, there was a lot of yards. In fact, there's a lot of yards that closed. They crushed everything just to keep the land. So we were watching up here because I'm from Florida. I live in Florida now. I mean, I'm from Bucks County, but I've lived there. And we were watching up here. It was like East Germany, you guys being shut down, and it felt so bad for everybody up here.
I was grateful because I kept going.
You even got the old mail trucks.
Yeah. And everything I want to, like, well, why don't you do this and do that? I wish I could. I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I have to constantly hustle because I'm here by myself, so it's meaning I don't have anybody to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have people doing this, there are certain things that they can't do.
Right.
But I had the best staff. I got Kanish, like my sister, we call each other sisters. I have my brother working in the back, I have a great girl.
Well, this is just, I mean,
my son works here sometimes.
It's weird because I'll tell you, most of the places I've been up here in the Northeast, they don't even have Jeep, like they don't even have half the stuff you have in this small. I've been to a couple big ones, like up in Quakertown, and it's like I went in and they were just like, they crushed anything that was like pre-94. And I'm just, No,
that's the thing right now. And CRVs and all the Preludes and Tigers were so hot back in the day, and it's completely come around again. So you got those kids making the race cars.
Yeah, everybody's and now this stuff's, well, and here's the other thing. Everybody needs a Corvair. I don't even, there's at least one Corvair in any, I have a running joke in all my videos. You have to own a Corvair in a junkyard to be official. I think they actually issue them. Like, okay, here's your license to be a junkyard, and here's your Corvair. Don't sell it. It has to sit here forever and ever, because if you don't have a Corvair, it's not actually a salvage yard.
First engine I ever pulled, it was the easiest. Out of the Corvair, first transmission was out of a Wrangler. So that's pretty cool that you said that. But there's stuff somebody wrote on a review of mine. Oh, I went out there and she has the same cars for 10 years. And I said, yes, I do. That is no lie.
Now, do you sell like whole cars? Like if somebody can, or your only parts? Because there are some that.
Parts, but I do this.
Oh, wow.
You see my baby?
Yeah.
I love, no, not this one.
No, no, I'm just.
Screw that.
Oh, that one.
This
But that's
is my
what. That's like a 60 or 53. Oh, this one.
You can buy a whole car. You can, but it must stay here on the premises. You've got 1 to 10 days to strip it.
Okay.
No frame can go, obviously no VIN, anything like that. Yes.
Right.
But nothing leaves the property. All paperwork is sent to the state.
Okay, so is that like a Pennsylvania thing more than Florida?
That's a Michelle Junkyard Barbie.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what other people do. I stay very to myself. When I first got in, they gave me a year, not even, to survive.
And how long you been? So.
And Jesus, 20 years.
There you go. Went fast, huh?
Yeah, because it's constantly a hustle.
So is this one like now? Do you fix anything up like when you pull these things in and say, you know what, that one I'm going to keep? And
there's a couple ones that they have that people have that are old and said, you know what, you have my blessing to do what you want, but I have never done it except for the 66, and that's a whole story behind it. But
wow.
But so this is like my classics if you want to go right through.
Yeah, that's.
And I wanted to keep the cab, and I still do, to make it like a desk.
Right.
Or something.
Right.
Because it's just so cool.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this. Look at.
Right? Can we talk about it? And a lot of these things, this is the coolest part. A lot of these older stuff, or even cars in here, you kept talking about Camaros. These people take the parts, put them on their cars, and show them at the shows, and then give me kudos for it, which is pretty cool.
That is cool too. Wow, a Pinto. Does it have the fire extinguisher still in it?
Who knows what's left in it. It was mint when it came in. I did want to make it a race car, for at the track. But the woman was adamant, and so it stays. It was mint. When I tell you mint, mint. Engine ran, drove.
Wow.
The interior, oh my gosh. The dash.
And then you have some poor man Corvettes. The Opal here, the one up there. What is this, 260? 260? I think it's just a 260. What's this got? It's weird. It's got like a, cheetah. Somebody put is this a cheetah?
No.
What is this?
You know what? Here's me. I have so many.
It looks like a cheetah.
It's not a cheetah. It's a shit car.
Yeah. So is it just a kit car that somebody put together?
It's a kit car.
Okay. I was gonna say because it has.
Yeah, this is a kit. This was a kit car. Everybody was into this car. I put it up online and I said it's not even worth it. It's just so shitty.
So it's just
fiberglass in the front.
Yeah, so somebody bought one of the Cheeto kits, the cheap ones, and put it on there.
You probably know more than me. Like
that's what it is.
I'm not going to act educated on something.
On some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody needed a roof.
Like I said, there are so many things that are so new to me. Like even a smart car. I don't know anything about a smart car.
It's like a golf cart, isn't it? Aren't they? I think Mercedes or Beamer made them originally or something. I don't remember who made them.
You should know this. This is what you do. People say, well, you own a junkyard. All I know is how to buy, how to pull parts, how to use all the machines, how to cut the cuts, how to drain. I've done it all. I still do it. I was cutting in the pit the other day, all the wire, but I'm not as young as I used to be. So.
Well, I tell them, look, I'm 54. This ain't the Discovery Channel. Yeah. It's walking a junkyard. I'm like, if this is Discovery Channel, I should know everything.
No, you shouldn't.
But like it's just fun. Well, you even got boats, and you got one in the water, except the one that's in the water is still in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Gilligan's Island. That's another thing I do. Oh, here, you want to see the Mayflower? Well, we'll go around.
I was gonna go around over to.
As you can see, I'm putting a lot of millings down to make it easier for all my customers, and that's the other thing I do because it helps people, including myself. It puts the year and the model on there. This way, people don't have to guess.
Gotcha.
63 Dodge.
Yep.
30.
Mopar.
Obviously, 51 Mayflower.
Oh, this would be so cool.
The coolest.
I love the patina on it too. I mean, I wouldn't even, if I got this, I wouldn't even paint it. I would just clear coat it.
I know, that's what I did with my 66.
Wow. Oh, I love the trunk.
This was this was in a magazine in England. Yeah, Mayflower Club put me in there, and then they sent it. And they said there's only so many in the United States, and I had one. Pretty cool.
Wow, I've never actually seen one. So that's pretty neat little car.
Right? Some of this stuff
makes
me sad.
Take this, put a small block Chevy in the front, hide it under the hood,
and
leave the rest the way it is.
Right?
Oh, man.
I do have the grill in my office.
Oh, I would definitely have a grill. I would. Wouldn't leave that out to go back.
It makes me sad. That's why I can't get rid of them.
But the funny thing is now all the patinas, like these fenders, where before people would come get the fender because they needed one that wasn't rusted and they would sand it and repaint it, and now people are going to junkyard, especially rat rod guys, looking for a patinaed fender that they can just clear coat the way it is or oil it down and keep it. Yeah.
Everybody made fun of me for doing what I'm doing, so I guess I was ahead of it.
There you go, head of the curve.
Yeah, and somebody shot through it, and somebody took a pickaxe, so I kept all that in there to the hood, because it's cool. And then we're right back, and we got this 66 or 69. Ha ha ha.
Well, I think
it probably was a 69 Jaguar.
I'm sure it was with that carpeting. And I love the
Scooby-Doo.
I love the original drapes. Still even has the drape rod in it. Man, this was a hippie van, you know.
That's what it is too. A lot of these guys, like that guy.
Oh, like look at the paint job on this. That's like 1970s. Holy crap, that's 70s. Is this? Oh, it's a sticker. It's the decal, the factory decal. Crazy. It's rancheros. I've noticed up here in Pennsylvania. I was up in the Poconos yesterday at one of these yards, and Ranch Joe's. It's the Joe's Pick Apart way up in. It's way up toward. It's in the Lehigh Valley. They got like 20,000 cars.
Oh jeez.
I spent 4 hours there.
Wow, I can't.
Yeah.
That 54 has been here for 15 years. Sorry, I won't get rid of it. These are hot. Hot.
Yep.
All these are hot right now. That I do
The station wagon.
Hot. Stupid hot.
Especially the flat roof ones.
Stupid. I remember when I was a kid, you got to sit in the back. You would go to the drive-in. See certain things I do now. They'd flip it over.
Yeah, you could look out the back.
Yes. And then we have.
And then you're a truck girl, so. SUVs.
Everything, and that's the other thing I wanted to say. I don't know about the other yards, but I make it so it's very easy for people.
Well, nice thing it's either got the rock or the.
I'm working very, very hard. Before it was like all grass. So but I made it so that you have like the foreign sections on this side. So you have all the Hondas together.
Right.
You have all the Mitsubishis. Everything's lined up here. You know, you'll do Chevy, Pontiac, Ford, whatever, goes straight up. And like I said, everything is on the. And
it's nice that you put on there so people are looking for a specific year. They may not know what year they come, because everybody forgets to write down why they're coming. I need a taillight for my Pontiac, and then I don't know what year it is.
Well, you know why I really did it, and then I figured out. I did it for myself.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And then I thought, it's gonna help all of us, because like I said, you got these old guys that come in that have been working on this shit for years and years, and they, you know, everything's changing and they don't even know.
Well, that's the thing. I don't like, once you get into the stuff, I don't really even look at. I've owned 35 cars, from 57 Chevys to race cars. Oh my gosh. And I don't like, the newest thing I have is this Ford Edge, and that's just like my driver when I'm driving from Florida to here. Other than that, if I have to put a computer on it to tune it up, I'm not buying it anymore. I don't.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. Like I said, big time Jeep, and then I got my little girl Jeff. She's the Saturn girl. I'm doing you a shout out if you put this.
Yeah.
What's really cool too is the stuff that comes in the cars. There's been some crazy stuff. Everyone loves the Mustang.
And then you got, is that your purple one or pink one?
No. Somebody brought it in. But it's so adorable, right?
Wow, that's a Fox boy. What's that? An 82?
Yep,
83.
Yep. It's pretty much stripped this. A lot of times too, I'll take good cars and I'll put them up front.
Right.
And you get first dibs because I know what they're pulling. I know the condition. A lot of times people come in, they have no regard or respect for the next person or even themselves. Everything has to be easy. They'll break things. So
yeah, the ones when they come in and they just kind of use a saw to try to cut through. It's like, dude,
yeah,
there's four bolts on a fender. You don't have to sawzall it off.
But people are lazy. But there are also, and this is what I like about it, there's people that know nothing, and then there's people that know too much, and then in the middle. So it's kind of good. Plus I made it, there's a lot of women coming in now.
Well, I'm assuming with yours especially, I mean, it kind of feels comfortable for women to come in and ask questions.
A lot, well, just not that. Men, I hit the gamut on every line.
Yeah, because they don't want to talk to the guy that looks like me, that's behind the counter, and come in and pretend. Like some guy who's my age doesn't want to come in and ask somebody and go like, I don't know how to do this.
No!
But they'll come in, but they'll talk to you and go, hey.
No, but they have done it with the guys too. I think I've made it so open here that it just doesn't matter who you are. Yeah. You know what I mean? Rich, poor.
Yeah, I think you guys got to be helpful. And if you come to a yard, the best thing is instead of going, all right, especially one of these yards where you're coming in and you're paying your $3 or whatever you charge on a $5.
Unless you're a woman, service,
right,
anything
veterinary.
Military, yeah, anything like that.
But when they come in, it's like, ask somebody, like go, like when I come to you, where's your older stuff? Because you go into a yard like this, you're gonna be, it's 20 extra minutes just to find. But if somebody came in and asked you, hey, do you have like an 83 Mustang? You're like, yeah, it's right up here to the left, right there, boom, boom.
I tried to do the rows. Well, my thing is the biggest waste of money is time.
Yeah.
A lot of times I tell people, listen, I don't have it. Don't go out. You're spending $1. You're wasting. A lot of times people say, let me come out, and then they see something for somebody else.
Right.
So then they tell that person. Plus, it's about personality. I like what I do, regardless if I know it or not. I'm like, boom!
And you're a little
like
high energy.
Yeah, like I put on the music, we're dancing, I do karaoke. Yeah.
We're sitting on the porch with
I'm coffeeed up, and plus I had a flat this morning, so you should have seen me trying to get that going. Here's my Jeep.
So you got. So yeah, this place actually has, especially up here in the Northeast, I'm looking and I don't see a lot of rusty stuff. I mean, I see the rusty stuff that should be rusty stuff in patinaed,
it's not really that.
But I'm even looking at the body, like, of the vehicle she has here, and I would say most of this stuff, if you need some kind of a body part, I'm not even seeing dents in a lot of these things. So she's got some really good vehicles here. If you're up here in the Northeast in Philadelphia, Bucks County, Upper Bucks, that kind of stuff, and you guys know who you are. So if you've never been and you need some parts, I mean, look at this place. Look how big it is.
It's 8+ acres.
And it is easy to walk. You guys know, like the other day when I went through and the cars were in the woods, and I had to spray off one just to, like, so I didn't get killed by ticks and snakes and everything. And now I'm here, and I mean, just look at this. You go down, you can walk between everything. It's easy, accessible, and both you and the gentleman that was in there, is it the guy that was waiting when I came in?
The kid that was
there
at that's one of my employees. He's awesome.
He is so nice and helpful, and just, you know, like, basically, what can I do to help you? Where can I, what are you here for? How can I find you? Started telling me about what was in the yard, and I'm not even here to pick parts, but he was like that with every person that came in while I was sitting there waiting. That's
the most important. That's my whole thing. Customer service. I treat everybody here like family. End of story. See, like this guy, he comes in. You want to be on camera, Poppy?
Yes.
There you go. He said.
So this is one. Is this a regular?
Yep.
So it's a nice yard.
It's very, very nice. I'm coming here for 14 years.
14 years. Wow.
And I'm very grateful.
Yeah, and you guys know that a lot of times we go to yards where when people go in, and like all of a sudden you read somewhere online, like, the guy's a grump, don't go there, even though they have stuff you don't want to go. And she's got people that have been coming here for 14 years. Thanks. What was your name? Gilbert. So Gilbert's here working on a car. I didn't know who he was. We just walked up, and now we have a couple of Jags.
Yeah, look at this. Like I said, I've been fortunate. A lot of my reviews are awesome, just about the staff, and it's organized, and I like the seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I mean, it's probably one of the easiest yards. It's one of, I don't, and not saying clean, but clean. It is. It's very orderly, very straight. And you're not walking over parts and tripping over exhausts that are sitting right in the road.
Well, I have made it that way because this is how I look at something. It's a little crazy right now. When I sit here, I do this. I'm a little OCD. So I'll look down and say, okay, pathway is good. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I'll go through here. I'll go down. And we clean every single day. I mean, it's crazy. So right now, see? And then I make it.
As I said, there's plenty of room to walk around. There's plenty of room to get.
I also make it so that I can open up a door to take the door off, so it's not, you know, having to.
And I haven't noticed any bees nests or wasp nests.
No, not yet. We like bees, not wasps. But on mist, don't kill anything.
Wow, look at that. It's got to be like an 82.
85.
85. Old Mitsubishi.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it. I work really hard too, environmentally. Everything is salvaged. I don't really want that, but tires are taken out all the time. You have to pay to get tires taken out.
Right.
But everything in here, try to capsulize everything. Should have seen it before.
So was this was not a yard when you?
It was.
It was,
actually,
okay, so you bought it as a yard.
Joe Houston, I guess, old timer. He owned it, and he passed, and right place, right time.
There you go. And right person. I mean, that's the thing, because you either have to, if you don't like cars, if you don't like this stuff, you can't do it.
I like what I do. Like I said, do I know everything? Do I even know a little bit? No, I know how to do certain things. But that's the other thing too. I love when people come in because you're always getting educated either way. And like I said, during COVID, we all helped each other. And I always make deals with people too. So if you buy a lot of items, even though my prices are good anyway, I'll knock stuff off. The people that come in all the time, like mechanics, they're here every single day. They get them for free, but they also get different prices.
Well, the other thing that's going to change is they're starting to, all the big car companies are saying they're going electric. So all the stuff that got crushed and all the stuff that every car that gets crushed now, in 20 years, people are going to have a problem finding.
Well, that's what I'm trying to keep.
So I think a lot of yards right now, as soon as Ford and everybody said, "Oh, we're going all electric," I think that became a boom for, okay, you guys are going to be cornering the market in parts here in about 10 years.
Who me?
Everybody. Yeah. So.
Well, I have to educate myself on that too, like I said. Yeah.
Oh,
Bye.
Ash,
Bye. These guys take all the glass out of here. They have a special deal.
Hey guys.
So. Yeah, one of the guys told me, see, I wanted to do something with that. I want to do something with any Jeep.
So this is your baby?
Yeah. Nah. Everything's my baby that comes in Jeep, but I mean,
is this a keeper or is this?
I don't know what it is.
Or you don't know yet?
Angry with you. I don't know. Everything of these is a keeper.
Everything's a keeper till somebody wants to buy it.
Someone did, and then I hem and holler. But I need the money.
Right.
But I don't want to give it up.
So it's a CJ.
CJ7. Look at this.
Wow.
It was garage kept.
Wow, 1993 was the last time this was on the road.
That's what it is.
And it's black.
Look at the seat.
This thing looks like it should be on like a used car lot.
It doesn't belong on a used car lot.
Or somebody's garage, but I mean, it does.
Beautiful junkyard that doesn't want to part with her. I fucking love her.
The only thing that's wrong with this car is it's got a low air in one tire.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, this thing is really like
immaculate. That's why I have a cover over it.
It looks like something that, yeah, it's like right out of somebody's garage. Wow.
Sad, right?
Yeah.
I wish I had money. I wish my name was Paris Hilton.
So, well, hey, it was so awesome. It was awesome. You want a pink shirt?
Sure.
April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.